the streets, I'll break. If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? What's going on? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Can you hear me? Tiger Handshake. Salute, man. What's going on, man? Jaron Ennis needs to get out of boxing, bro. This guy is bad. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for writing me back and telling me that. They need to get Jaron Ennis out of boxing. First of all, he's making the city of Philadelphia look bad. You understand what I'm saying? He's making the city. I'm from Philly, bro, but I don't rock with this behavior from Jaron Ennis. And I don't. If I don't ever see him fight again, I'm okay with that. We can't keep putting up with this shit. This man gave Turkey Al Sheikh. He gave Turkey Al Sheikh his word twice. He told Turkey Al Sheikh he was gonna fight Virgil Ortiz if Turkey made the fight. Turkey tried to make the fight. He turned the fight down. He gave Turkey his word again. Turkey tried to make the fight with Teofimo Lopez. He turned the fight down. He keeps turning down the big names. He want to fight guys nobody knows. Who the freak is Stanionis? Nobody knows who that guy is. The guy he just fought. You want to fight people nobody know. Why? Why you don't want to fight the guys that we know, the guys that's been on a pound for pound list or going to be on a pound for pound list? A guy like Teofimo Lopez has been on a pound for pound list. This is a guy the public know. This is a guy the public respect. This is a guy that is a proven fighter. Yeah, he's a smaller fighter, but he's a proven fighter. These are the fighters the public want to see Jaron Ennis be tested against. Virgil Ortiz, he may not be a world champion, but he's a solid fighter. And he's a big fighter. We want to see Jaron Ennis fight guys that is around his size or fight guys that has just as much skills as you, like a Teo, just as athletic as you. Why isn't he trying to do that? Why isn't he trying to do that? Why he trying to fight guys we don't know? He talking about he want to stay at 147 to become undisputed, right? This is what he's saying. I want to stay at 147 to become undisputed. You can still stay at 147 and become undisputed. Just fight somebody the public freaking know, bro. Fight Teofimo Lopez. Stop ducking the fade, bro. You making Philly look bad, bro. You making Philly look real bad, bro. Like, come on, dog. You keep ducking these guys the public know, but you want to fight guys the public don't know. Talking about you want to be undisputed. Don't nobody want to hear that, bro. Nobody trying to hear that. You keep ducking the fade. When a real fighter want to fight you, you talking about everybody be ducking you. When a real fighter want to fight you, you want to duck and hide. I told y'all, I've been told y'all this dude was suspect, bro. Y'all saying, oh man, you can't be hating on Boots. He from your city. I said, bro, I don't rock with people that's not real. This is a facade this dude got going on. It's smokes and mirrors, man. Smokes and mirrors. He lied for years, said he tried to fight Terrence Crawford. He ain't never want to fight Bud. He ain't never wanted to fight Earl. He was Earl mandatory all that time. He never filed a petition to fight Earl until Earl signed to fight Crawford. Then he filed a petition. Why is this man trying to go backwards? He knew Earl and Crawford couldn't fight him because they was locked in a 2-fight deal. That is a sinister move by Jaron Ennis and his team. How you file a petition to fight the winner of Crawford versus Spence when you know they had a 2 fight deal? And then when you interview this guy, you see how wicked this guy is wicked. I'm gonna tell you how he's wicked. He knew exactly what he did when he filed a petition to fight the winner of Crawford versus Spence. He knew those guys had a 2 fight deal. And you know what's messed up about that? When you interview this guy, right? When you interview Jaron Boots Ennis and you tell him and you ask him about that stuff, you know what this guy says? This dude is wicked, bro. You know what he says? He says, "Oh, I, I had no choice. I didn't. I didn't take the email belt. They gave it to me." No, you filed a petition when Crawford and Spence was fighting. Why you lying to the public? You literally called the cops. That's like what he did is equivalent of calling the cops in real life. Hey, somebody did this to me or did it. He filed a petition. He wrote a statement. And that's weird, bro. You can't do that in boxing, bro. You can't wait till Crawford and Spence about to fight in a two, maybe 3 fight deal, then file a petition. You was Earl Spence mandatory since 2021. You never filed a petition. You wait until he fighting Crawford to file a petition just because you knew the winner of that fight would not be able to fight you because they have to honor the contract. Are you guys telling me that's not a snake move from Jaron Ennis? Somebody tell me in the comments right now if that's not one of the biggest snake moves ever pulled in boxing. Knowing that these guys had a 2 fight deal and you still filed a petition. Why? You won't fight any one of them because they're not obligated to fight you because they were locked in a contract. You filing the petition is you saying you had no interest in fighting these guys. You just wanted an email belt and you got that. Now you got the email belt. You're fighting guys nobody knows to unify these email championships. You're fighting another guy who got an email belt. You unify the championships, right? Now what? You talking about you want to be undisputed. But in your previous speeches, you said if you can't get the champions, you'll take guys like Virgil Ortiz. Turkey Al Sheikh, Turkey Al Sheikh gave Jaron what he asked for, a fight with Virgil Ortiz. And what did Jaron Boots Ennis do? He turned down the Virgil Ortiz fight. Unfreaking believable. He t- Now, can you trust somebody like that? Somebody that gives somebody their word, and then when they realize this stuff is about to happen, they renege. Is he scared of Virgil Ortiz? Like, what do you want me to say, bro? You asked for the fight. Turkey Al Sheikh delivered a fight, and you turn the fight down. How that makes sense, bro? We got another big fight against Teofimo Lopez, and you turn that fight down too. If anybody supports this guy or anybody chooses to get behind a guy like Jaron Ennis, you're what's wrong with the sport of boxing. You're bad for boxing. You support guys that don't want to fight the best fighters in the world. That's what you do. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're a fan of Jaron Ennis. This guy refuses to challenge himself. He always wants to have the skills advantage, the size advantage. He wants to be the better man against everybody he fights. He don't want to fight any solid competition. These are the facts. I'm not making this shit up. You guys heard what Turkey Al Sheikh said. Jaron Ennis gave me his word and he turned down these fights. How can we ever respect a guy like that? There is absolutely no respect for somebody like that, man. These are the fights that are supposed to solidify you in the sport of boxing as one of boxing's best. but you refuse to take these fights with guys with big names. Man, this is ridiculous, bro. I'm really pissed about this situation. Tiger Hanchett. Tiger Hanchett. I'm pissed about this Jaron Ennis guy, man. Get this guy out of boxing, bro. Because this isn't cool anymore. Everybody try to give him a pass, but we can't give him a pass no more. He's bad for boxing. We don't want him in boxing no more. I'd rather not see him fight anybody if he doesn't want to fight the guys we want to see him fight. Like, you want to fight who you want to fight. You don't want to fight who the public wants you to fight. Come on now. The man wants to fight who he wants to fight. He refuses to fight who the public want to see him fight. How is that okay, guys? Somebody let me know in the comment section. How is that okay? How is it okay for Jaron Ennis to avoid the tough competition and try to demand a fight with guys nobody knows? The last guy he fought, right? Let me break this down for y'all. Cause y'all gave him too much credit. Shit, I was giving him credit myself until I realized that the last dude he fought, that dude was practically retired, guys. I lied to you not. The last guy, Jaron Boots Ennis fought, that boy was retired, bro. Emmanuel Stanionis was retired for like 3 years. 3 years he was retired. Some people was gonna say, but he just had a warm up fight against who? He fought a guy with 6 fights, and the guy fights once a year too. Is that really a tune up? Is that really a tune up? Why didn't you let this guy get acclimated back to boxing? This guy's been off for 3 years. You wake this guy up from being. We all knew Stanionis was coming for a check. This guy's been on a retirement break. He's been retired all these years. He comes back to boxing and he fights a guy nobody knows with only freaking 6 fights. And people think that's okay. He's fighting a retired fighter himself. This isn't cool, guys. I try to give Buddy a pass. I try to give him some credit. But how can I give him some credit if he keeps pulling shit like this? Darren Collins Jr., salute, man. Darren Collins Jr., what's up with Boots, bro? Get this guy out of boxing, bro. This guy is bad for the sport, Darren. Darren, he gave Turkey Al Sheik his word, bro. He told Turkey Al Sheik he was going to fight Virgil Ortiz. Turkey Al Sheik is already mad about that fight. Turkey Al Sheik came out and said, Jaron Ennis gave me his word, said he was going to fight Virgil Ortiz. Then he changed his mind last minute. Now, a fight with Jaron Ennis and Teofimo Lopez, Jaron Ennis turns down the fight. How can anybody support a guy like that? We from the same city. He's making the sport of boxing look bad. He's making the city of Philadelphia look soft. Like, this isn't cool, bro. Think about everybody that supports you. Why you keep turning down the big fights? This is disgusting, nasty work. Darren Collins Jr., salute. He said, bro, this was prophesied right on this channel. Dude is a fraud and bad for boxing. Now, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy knows what he's talking about. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Darren Collins Jr. knows what he's talking about. Darren Collins Jr., he followed the sport thoroughly. He knows the type of guy Jaron Ennis is. And you're right. It has been prophesied on this channel. We've been talking about this. But the thing, right? The thing is, Darren, I've been trying to give him a pass. You understand? I've been trying to give him a pass, bro. Bro, I've been trying to give him a pass because he from the same city as me, bro. Philly, bro. A fighting city. So I'm trying to give Buddy a pass, but he keep digging himself in a bigger hole. Remember when he lied and said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford since 2017? You wanted to fight Crawford in 2017? Crawford was freaking at 140, bro. Darren Collins Jr. Crawford was at 140, and Jaron Ennis said he was calling Crawford out in 2017. Nobody knew who Jaron Ennis was in 2017. Nobody was really following his career. Who was following Jaron Ennis' career in 2017? Nobody knew who that guy was. He's from my city, and I just found out who he was in 2022. That's only 3 years ago. It's only been 3 years since I knew who Jaron Ennis was. I lied to you not. I found out who this guy was in 2022. And I know all the fighters from the city. Third Eye Explosion, salute. Third Eye Explosion said, Boots gotta change his high heels. Hey, yo, Third Eye Explosion. That's what I'm saying, bro. He gotta change those high heels. Cause what? This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Third Eye Explosion. That's funny as shit, bro. He definitely got to change his high heels because this is nasty work. This is nasty work. Hey, yo, Darren, remember the interview when Crawford was on Gillian Wallow's show promoting the Earl Spence fight? They called Jaron Ennis on the phone, and Jaron Ennis said, I've been trying to fight Crawford. Crawford said, when? When you been trying to fight me? You know what he said? He said, I've been trying to fight you since 2017. Now, Darren Collins Jr., Third Eye Explosion, and everybody in my chat, I want y'all to be honest with me. Did y'all freaking even know who Jaron Ennis was in 2017? Did any one of y'all know who Jaron Ennis was in 2017? He's from my freaking city. I didn't even know who he was until 2022. So y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all knew who he was in 2017. Third Eye Explosion said, hell no. So what the freak is this guy talking about? How you gonna come on the phone and lie while everybody is listening? You came on Gillian Wallow show and you lied your ass off. You lied and said you've been trying to fight Terrence Crawford, a guy who was at 140. You lied and said you've been trying to fight him since 2017. How does that make sense? Let me see what my man Darren Collins said. Darren Collins says, check this out. They still sticking to the fake undisputed narrative. Barrios fighting the old man, the winner fighting Rolly. Anybody will, anybody will, anybody will any sense knows. Oh, anybody with any sense knows he's not getting that belt. Darren, you're 100% correct. I literally haven't even gotten into it yet. You beat me to it. Darren, you literally beat me to it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you how. The other guys with the belts is Barrios and Brian Norman. We know for a fact Brian Norman has a fight against Jin Sasaki in Japan. Brian Norman is out of the picture. We know for a fact Mario Barrios has a fight against Manny Pacquiao. Mario Barrios is out of the picture. That leaves Jaron Ennis with absolutely no other options to unify titles. So all he has to do is fight the guys we know. And he refuses to do that. He refuses to fight the guys we know. This is crazy. This is nasty work from Jaron Ennis. How can anybody take this guy seriously, man? Like, I'm ashamed to say we from the same city of Philadelphia. Because I never knew this guy was like this. You know, I try to give him a pass so many times, but it's hard to give a guy a pass every time he keep doing the same shit. Hey, yo, my guy, Shiable. Salute, Brody. Shiable, you heard the news, man. Jaron Ennis did it again, bro. He turned down another big fight. He turned down another big fight. He don't want to fight nobody, bro. Shiable. Ennis don't want to fight nobody with a pause. You heard me, bro? Shiable. Ennis don't want to fight nobody with a pause, bro. Can you believe that, bro? And you know what's sad about it, bro? Shiable, you know what's sad about that, bro? He gave Turkey Al Sheikh his word, bro. He told Turkey Al Sheikh he will fight Virgil Ortiz. Turkey literally did an interview, said, Jaron Ennis gave me his word. He will fight Virgil. I offer him the fight with Virgil and he turned it down. Turkey Al Sheikh just tried to make him versus Teofimo Lopez. He turns that fight down. He wants to fight people we don't even know. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. Let me see what my man Darren Collins said. Darren Collins said, "Why isn't Tommy out for the first time ever today? Boots has played boxing too many times. He refuses to go to 154 yet. Now all of a sudden, weight is a problem." Hey yo, Darren Collins, he timed you out. He lucky I wasn't on there. I would have went in on him. Cause he keep protecting this guy. He keep protecting Boots. Everybody on that channel protect Boots, bro. They know what type of guy he is. They know he don't want the big fights. He keep lying saying he want the big fights. He turned down two major fights of his career so far. Matter of fact, he turned down three. He turned down a Crawford fight like two times. Y'all remember that? He turned down the Crawford fight like two times already. This is crazy, nasty work, guys. You can't support a guy like that. The comeback kid, salute my guy. Let me see what he had to say. The comeback kid. The comeback kid, my fault. The comeback kid says, and we all know Jaron Ennis will get destroyed at 154. There's some guys at that weight that will beat him down at 154. Ennis is a clown. Hey, yo, the comeback kid. Bro, I couldn't agree with you anymore, bro. He's scared to challenge himself. He's scared. He wants to always be the bigger man. The comeback kid. He wants to be the bigger man. He wants to have the physical advantages. How do you have skills? He has boxing skills. He's athletic, but he also wants to be the bigger man. How does that make sense, bro? You got boxing skills, you're athletic, you're big, you're strong. What? What happened? Okay, okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Haynes Legacy, salute, bro. Darren Collins Jr., salute. My fault, I got a little distracted. D Ray from D Ray live on the drive, salute. That's a fact. 154, he has no advantages. I've said this for 2 years plus. He's food at 154. Absolutely. He refuses to challenge himself. This is ridiculous, bro. This is nasty work, guys. This is nasty work. He refuses to challenge himself. What is wrong with this guy? Why is he refusing to challenge himself? Why is he refusing to challenge himself? You see Cool Boy capping on Boots fighting Canelo? Yeah, I seen that. He started trolling, bro. Talking about Boots was sparring Canelo. Like, why would you do that, man? That's not cool. Yeah, I ain't like that, bro. He trolled everybody talking about Canelo was sparring Boots. Canelo ain't sparring that guy. That guy don't even want to fight nobody. Why would Canelo even want to spar him? He don't want to be a great fighter. He want to act like a great fighter, but he don't want to do what people. He don't want to do what great fighters do. He refuses. He refuses to take a chance. He refuses to do that. He refuses to take a chance and be a great fighter. It's ridiculous, man. It's just smokes and mirrors. Darren Collins Jr., salute. He said, they still quoting fake Bud narrative. They think boxing fans are idiots. I agree, man. I agree with everything my man Darren is saying. Sable said, Philly misleading people. Smokes and mirrors. Absolutely. Sable, same. He said, same cool boy that went into hiding when Inoue smashed him. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Darren, Cool Boy, my guy, though. I like Cool Boy. I like Cool Boy. I just think he was just trolling. I like Cool Boy. I grew up in the gym. I grew up in the gym with him. I ain't gonna lie. I grew up in the gym with Cool Boy. Me and Cool Boy, we grew up in the gym together, bro. Um, James Schuler's boxing gym in West Philly, down the bottom. I grew up in the gym with Cool Boy, so I can't really talk too much bad about him. He's a nice guy. I think he was just trolling. Haynes Legacy, salute, man. Haynes, come on the show, bro. I dropped the link on you, bro. It's been a minute. Can you come on the show? Let's talk, bro. I ain't talked to you in a minute, bro. Come on the show. Let's talk, Haynes. I miss chatting with you, bro. Cybo, salute. Boots can't even beat Tio. How can he moves up? Boots don't want to fight anybody with a pulse, man. He want to keep fighting guys nobody knows. Hey, my freaking hey, yo, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. All praise be to the Most High. You got to
All
stand.
praises to the Most High.
What's going on, man? Ain't talked to you in a minute, Prince.
How you been, my aunt? It's been a minute, man.
Man, I told you last time when I met, I had been having a lot of health problems, bro.
Oh, have you?
But
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah,
I'm gonna pray for
yeah,
you, Ak. And pray
yeah.
for me
Please
too,
do it.
bro. I'm having baby.
Oh,
I'm having baby
you
mama problems.
you got a baby?
Yeah,
What?
I got a baby for like 4 months. He 4 months, but my baby mom, she not right in the head, bro. She get mad.
Bro,
She get mad and start breaking stuff in the house. She get mad and start breaking. She get mad and start breaking my car window and stuff like that.
man, I'm definitely gonna pray for that, man. You got it, man.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
bro. It's really
Yeesh.
bad, bro.
It's crazy work, bro. Man, it's hard, bro. You're a lot younger than me though, bro. Like, man, I was when I had my first daughter when I was 20 and she
Oh, how many kids you
19.
got, bro?
I got three.
Oh, okay.
So
Congrats.
thank you. And my oldest is three. That's crazy. I have a 19-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
Really?
A 4-year-old. No, she just turned 4 actually. Yeah, but your boy
Wow.
Boots, man. Your boy Boots is ill, man. Like,
Yo,
come
Boots
on.
out of pocket, bro. Bro, you know what's sad about this situation? Bro, you know what's sad about this situation?
Whatever.
Turkey Al Sheikh said Boots gave him his word he was gonna fight these guys. Are you
Oh, Brad.
serious?
Brad, you should have, man. We all know that he ducked Crawford twice. So we know he ain't about to smoke at all.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have held it against him losing to Crawford, bro. Like nobody would have. So just it just tell me that he don't want to challenge himself. He don't want to be great like they say about Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if 2 years ago he would have fought Crawford and showed a good accounting of himself, right? He'll be praised just as probably more now than he is already. Like uh just for example, Canelo when he lost to Mayweather, that he didn't take no losses in his pockets, nothing. Like he just lost the fight. Like
Yeah,
and
he just took his L.
yeah, and he
Hey
grew
yo,
from there. He
let me
grew,
read
bro.
this
Like
comment
it's
from the comeback kid. He said, what y'all boys know about the 12 tribes of Israel? I didn't know y'all boys was woke in the
what do
truth.
you
That's
know
what's up.
about it, brother?
Yeah, the comeback kid, we've been in the truth for years, bro. For
Bruh,
years.
that's the one. Bruh. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 12 tribes, man. Oh god. This guy. You think we just greet each other like that for no reason?
Nah, he don't. I think I think he haven't. No. I
No.
think he
He
haven't
was just
heard us
playing.
talk on here in a while. That's
Oh,
why.
oh yeah. It's been a minute, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been a minute.
yeah. I think you know why. I don't think I have to explain, but
Yeah,
I'll be coming over listening, and then like whenever whenever uh
right.
yeah, I just
I ain't been consistent like that because I just remember I told you I just had the baby and this girl got issues. She keeps talking about oh it's postpartum whole time. She was like that before the baby.
bruh, that's what you mean. See, bruh, man, that's why I messed up with my first two kids, bruh. Man, if
Yeah,
we ain't following the law of statutes, bruh, it don't end up good for us, bruh.
that's bro. That's exactly what it is.
Like,
She don't know
bruh,
her place as a woman.
yeah, bruh. Like, man, I got my 4-year-old. I was married for my last kid, and like my marriage has went so much better than any relationship I ever been in because it was ordained by the Most High, bro. Like, it's a big difference than playing house with somebody. That's what I
Bro,
call it
that's what
now,
I was doing, bro. I'm trying to get to where you at. I lied to you not.
bro. Trust me, man. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not gonna say it's easy all the time, but ain't
Yeah.
no car windows getting broke out. We don't even yell at each other. Like,
You see what I'm saying, bro? That's where I'm trying to get.
yeah, I'm
And
never
not,
gonna.
bro, not just even car windows. Bro, she's breaking up the place we lay our head, bro. Breaking up TVs and stuff. Like, what? What we gonna watch?
Damn, bro.
How that makes sense? How you gonna destroy where you lay your head?
Bruh.
That don't make
So,
sense,
but
bro.
I gotta tell you, I gotta keep it $100 with you. So either you marry her or let her go. Like, bruh, that's you know what the Most High, it ain't too much in the middle with God, bro. Like, you can't, like, he don't like you transgressing the transgressions of the law, bro. So like, it's it'll never be 100% good. I mean, nothing's ever 100% good, but it will never be a positive situation. Even if y'all are nice to each other for a week or two, it'll never be the situation that you're wanting it to be
Right.
until you do what you're supposed to do. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I can't even hold her accountable yet. Like cause I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you as the man. You set the tone, not her. So I gotta look at you, and so I feel your pain, and I understand that, like, man, it's difficult.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I
difficult.
had a
It's
talk with
difficult. It's a,
one of my aunts. They told me similar to what you saying. So you right, bro. It real at the end of the day, it comes down to me for not really leading her and you know not really putting my foot down or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that don't mean, see, when we say that, bro, people think that mean that you gotta beat them up and all type of craziness, bro. No, nah, bro, no.
Yeah,
I'm not advocating for no man to be beating on no woman, bro. But like, women have a natural instinct to want to be led by somebody. But it's the all the feminine liberal things going on in America that be
yeah. In the
having
world, they listening,
women
bro.
thinking,
They listening to
yeah,
their friends. They friends be giving them bad advice. Like she'll call one of her toxic friends too,
oh
and
yeah, the misery love company.
her friend would be like, "Oh, don't let that nigga talk to you like that. Do this, do that." Whole time, bro. Whole time her friend is single, and we all know why she's single. Cause
Bro,
she doing.
bro, oh yeah, you gotta eat, bro. See, like, my wife don't even talk to have friends that aren't married, bro. Like that. It's yeah,
Right.
it's I mean, like, I'm not, we
Yo,
have
bro, I don't
neighbors,
want
of
to
course.
cut the situation off.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
gonna
yeah. We
talk
gotta talk
about
about
that.
boxing.
Let's get on Boots real quick, man. That's what
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people want to
yeah.
hear,
Yeah, you killing. Hey, yeah, bro. He is killing it for your city, bro.
bro.
You have to represent your city, bro. Like now you have to take him. You have to accept Boots, bro.
No, bro, I can't, bro. Haynes, I can't claim that man. He down really bad.
Yeah, bro. I don't,
Hey, yo, boxing
bro.
nerd coming on, Haynes. Let's hear what he got to
Oh,
say. Nerd, salute.
so
What's good, brothers?
Yo, what you got to say about your boy, bro?
bro.
I have nothing bad to say, bro.
Huh?
What did he say after the Karen fight? What did he tell you guys?
He's gonna
What he
duck.
said. What did he say?
He's gonna duck top competition.
No, that's not what he said. Tell me what he said.
That's what he said to me.
If you're gonna troll, I'm gonna leave.
No. Bro, forget about that, bro. We want to see him fight the big names.
What'd you say, bro?
Bro, what fight? What
If
fight
he's
at
willing to make
47
one,
is big?
Sorry.
Bro, what fight at
I
47
don't
is
know.
bigger
Can I
than
see your boyfriend
Teofimo
on
Lopez fight?
mic?
Nerd,
One
nerd,
second.
Haynes.
yeah,
Yo, my bad. I was
What
talking to
fight
you.
at 147 is bigger than the Teofimo Lopez fight, bro?
right now,
First of all, okay,
I would.
let me break it down to you guys. Hold on one second. Let me break it down to you guys real quick. I have a picture of what Tio did by himself in the Hulu feeder. The face value for the ticket sales, there were 735 tickets sold in a 4,000 seat arena.
Hold on, for who?
24,000 tickets. $24,000 worth of tickets.
Right.
What? I'm not. What you said it again? I
What are
don't.
you
Did
getting at,
a
nerd?
million 3 different times.
No,
By
no, I'm talking about. No, I mean
Tio is not
start.
a draw. 1 second.
No, I'm talking about like I don't understand what you're referencing. Can you start over?
Nerd, don't come over here with numbers, bro. Come over here with the
No,
facts.
I don't know what he's saying. Like if they haven't fought, how would you know how many numbers they would get? That's what I'm trying to understand.
No, he's trying to say Teofimo Lopez is not a draw.
Oh.
He's
I mean,
saying
well,
Boots is becoming a draw. Teo is a nobody. Like what?
I see. I don't. I guess I see it different, bro. You got two different fan bases. It takes two to tango, and
Right.
for it to be
The thing is,
the right kind of marriage, the right kind of marriage in the ring can draw
bro,
people. And you know what I'm saying?
Haynes.
Like you can't really go off of past pay-per-view sales
Exactly,
for a
Haynes.
mega fight. For a mega fight, bro. Like I don't.
No, but
I
we
Right.
disagree
can.
with that.
We can. You guys are saying it's the biggest fight, but he's not a draw. He's not a.
Bro,
He's not. No,
nerd,
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying.
we know
Let
when
me finish.
names
Let me
come
finish.
together,
Let
it
me finish.
becomes it.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead, buddy.
Tio is not a star. He's not a draw. He doesn't do anything big. The biggest thing that could hurt his career is that Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko was in a COVID setting. It was not subject to the fans. That was the biggest hurt to his career. Because if he did do that in front of the fans, he would have been a star. He didn't do that in front of the fans. Josh Taylor wasn't a big fight because he didn't he didn't do the Loma fight in front of the fans.
But if we deal
Cambosos
with
wasn't
logic like that,
hold on. Cambosos wasn't a big fight because he didn't do the Loma fight in front of the fans. That fight made and broke his career. After that fight, he had the Cambosos fight. He lost that fight. He went on a tangent and he became a mad person. He became a mad person. Not only that, he had a divorce, which made him further into a mad person. Now he's crazy. Now he's doing anything he can to make some kind of money because his divorce is driving him through the roof in terms of insanity. So he's race baiting. Well, I think he's a full blown racist at this point. I don't
yeah,
know.
I agree with you
He's
on
a
that.
full blown racist. He can't make
That's
no
why I
money.
want
He needs
that's
a
why I
black
want Bush to
fighter.
whoop his ass.
He doesn't make any money with anybody at 140. He needs
So, I
somebody
mean,
at 140.
but that's
Hold on,
didn't we
hold
get
on.
on
I'm almost
aerosexuals for
done.
this though, bro?
I'm
We got
almost
on
done.
aerosexuals for this though. We got on
Um,
aerosexuals for this.
No,
Like
no,
we
this is
can't.
different. This is different. The Boots told us what he wanted to do. If he's not getting the titles or unification, he's moving up. That's all he said. He doesn't care what you guys say. It's his career. He doesn't give a crap about
We're
you.
the fans. We're
We
gonna be
do
the one
not. He
making him
does not.
famous.
Haynes, you're not listening to me. Haynes, you're not listening to me. He doesn't care. He said what he wanted to do.
I mean, if you're talking, okay, so your argument about Teal was that he doesn't have a fan base. So if Boots doesn't give us the fights we want and he loses his fan base, what's the point of keep continuing the fight? Hello? What the hell?
He's on mute.
Who is?
Nerd. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My man Cybo said Boots don't care about the fans.
No, I'm saying I'm just using the same logic that did it make sense though? Like I don't.
No, nerd is talking duck talk. He's trying to defend a duck. Let's
I
be
mean,
real, bro.
that's exactly what's happening to Spence right now. Like he still had a massive fan base after he lost to Crawford, and he losing them by the day because he won't come back.
Mm-hmm.
So like I mean like it's if you don't get the fans what they want, it's supply and demand, right? So if you're not supplying, we're not going to demand it. That means you lose money. It's as simple. It's not really hard to line up. I don't. I'm not saying that he's going to lose all his fans or anything like that, but he can definitely gain fans by beating up TFC Moto.
No, not only that, bro. Tio doesn't deserve a fight.
He really don't. But I just want to see him get beat up.
Hold on.
Nerd. Come on, man.
Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying, and you can go after.
Yeah,
I want the black community to starve him out. I want him to have a whole apology for what he did. What he did is unacceptable. I don't give a crap if it's entertainment. You're disrespecting an entire community of black people, and the fact that you guys want him to still fight Boots is just weird at that point.
Oh no, I want to see him get beat up. I want to see TFC get beat up bad. That's why I want to see him fight him.
You can't reward bad behavior. You can't reward it. You can't.
No, I'm talking about if Boots needs to walk up to him on the street and piece him up.
That's what I'm saying. Outside the ring, you don't give him a payday for being disrespectful to black people. You don't. And I'm not saying that because I don't think Boots can beat him. Boots will beat him. It's going to be one-sided. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't see T.O. That's why I don't see why he don't do it. I don't because this is the same argument. The argument that you're making right now is the same argument that Canelo can make about Crawford, and because he has nowhere near the fan base that Canelo has. Like nothing. No, I'm talking about like not even a quarter. And so Crawford shouldn't fight it, but not the racist stuff. Not the racist stuff. Not the racist stuff.
Hayes.
Yeah.
Slow down, man. Don't do my man Bud like that.
Hold on. We just got where we. I'm talking about. I'm talking about
to make it real. Quarter. That's too.
Yeah, quarter is. Nah, he got a whole country behind him, bro. Like he got a whole country, bro. Like Bud might have one state. like bro. Like,
yo, Hayes.
Bro, hey, bro, the facts are the facts. I'm not gonna lie for the man.
We don't do no Bud slander over here, buddy.
No, well, hold on, wait. No, it's not Bud slander. I'm talking about given the opportunity, we're gonna find out that Bud is the best boxer of this generation. Like when he goes in here and beats up on Canelo and does what he's supposed to do, then hey, we're gonna getting $100 million to beat up on somebody is beautiful. But I mean, like I understand where Nerds is coming from. I mean, like he really don't deserve to get a payday for calling Crawford a nigger though, bro. Like he really doesn't. But at the same time,
what you're saying. Boxing Nerds trying to say something similar, but like, don't we want to see him get beat up for that?
Yeah, but at the same time, we spending our money to put, but we're putting money in his pocket after he just called one of our fellow people a nigger, bro. Like we paying him to be racist to us.
Things I understand it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
But listen though, if the right guy do it the right way, he may never box again.
Facts. Hey, that because if you beat him up bad enough,
worth it, right?
I mean, I just want to see Boots beat on him. That's the only reason why I want to see the fight. It's not because I think it's going to be interesting. It's not because I don't think that Tio has a chance in the fight. Timothy
Hey, yo,
Bradley on some
boxing
other
nerd talking shit to Darren in the comments.
yeah, but Boots ain't. Besides that, Boots ain't gonna be
Boots
at
ain't fight
47
nobody like
anyway.
Teofimo Lopez before, bro.
Bro, are you saying that Tio? Are you saying that Tio has a chance against Boots, bro?
I'm not saying he's gonna beat him. I'm saying it's gonna be a competitive fight. Bro, come
Wow.
on, bro. You just sit down and just think about it. The best guy Boots fought was some guy named Karen. He went 12
Bro,
rounds with that guy twice. The second fight, the dude's still right in front of him. You think that dude is anywhere close to the type of fighter Teo is, bro? Come on, bro.
bro, Tio is way smaller,
Yeah,
and
that's the only difference, the size.
no, and I would say that size didn't matter if he had the skill set to like Crawford or something to be able
Yeah, to
to
offset.
to
But
offset it, but he
I'm gonna
doesn't.
say this though, Haynes. I understand what you're saying, right? I think maybe Boots, even though Boots got the size, he might have the skills too. I ain't gonna say might. I think he do.
Yeah,
We'll just give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll say he's better than Teo skillfully and he got the size. But Teo has one thing Boots don't have. That's better timing. I think Teo timing is a little bit better than Boots.
I do. I agree. Till has good
So
time, and
so
I've never really looked at their fights to see which one had better timing though. Like I have to really go back and see because both of them had good timing. So I'm not
and
just gonna say blatantly one has better timing like that. But I think Teo might have a better timing because he doesn't have the athleticism as Boots. So.
they're both pretty
Uh,
athletic.
Not, bro. Are you
No,
saying
I'm not
they're in
saying
the
it's
same?
bro. Listen, I'm not saying it's even. I said they both are athletic.
Yeah, yeah. But if you're gonna say that, every boxer that's been a champion are athletic. Like
No, but it's
that's why they're
noticeable.
champions.
I'm talking about noticeable athleticism, bro.
Oh, like not like a normal. Okay,
Yeah,
like
not like just straight fundamentals.
above average.
Yeah, not straight
Yeah,
fundamentals where you see, okay, he know how to do this, he know how to do this.
Yo,
Nerd, salute.
you guys know that Tio not only got fired by Turkey earlier today, so he couldn't even win. So the thing is the Boots docs, all right? Boots docs, all right. Boots is the doc. Cool, whatever. This guy couldn't even let this ride out like fine wine. This guy had to go on Twitter, call Turkey a dictator, and at him, put a K on dictator, pause no diddy, and then
oh God.
deleted it. He deleted it, and then he also said, "Hey guys, I got fired from boxing, da 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 da," which makes me think that him and Turkey's relationship is in jeopardy, or he actually got fired. Turkey responded to that before he said anything about getting fired. Turkey said, "Not everything needs a response." Later that day, he said, "Oh, I got fired." So he burns every bridge he has. He's always taking shots at
He
top.
did it with Bob when he left
Yep.
Bob to go fight Cambosos.
I mean, the thing. Okay. So I agree. I agree that we don't want to give him a payday, but he's he is a champion, bro. So like he's gonna have fights. Like it's not like we can stop him from fight. He's a champion. So like even if it's a mandatory, he's still gonna get paid for that. Like so, it's not like we can stop him from getting a paycheck. So why not have Boots just go in there and mash him out, and then he gets no more paychecks because then then he's finished.
Yeah. Nerd don't want to fight. Nerd want Boots to fight, guys. Nobody knows. Hayes,
Yeah,
that's the
I want to see.
problem.
I want to see him fight Brian Norman, Brad. That's what I
Nerd,
want to see him fight.
Nerd is protecting his boy.
That's crazy. How? Wait a minute, nerds. How do you like Boots more than more than somebody from Philly? That's crazy.
Yo, Hayes, chill out, bro.
What?
Huh? What'd you say?
He didn't hear what you said, Hayes.
Oh, I said, how do you like somebody? How do you like Boots more than somebody from Philly?
Isn't that a question for him?
He was
No,
asking you.
I'll ask you.
I'm from Canada. What does it mean? What does it matter who I like?
That's the point I'm making. You're from Canada. He's from there, bro. Him and Boots are from the same place. So
I'm getting
like,
what you're saying. My bad.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to like about Boots. I'm not hating on Boots. I think that. I mean, I would if it, especially if Boots was gonna get a substantial. Man, I can't say that word right now. A lot more money than him.
Right.
I would definitely want
I
him to do
mean,
it.
he's the champion, and he's definitely going to be the A side.
No, I'm talking about like how they try to do Crawford, like 80-20 that boy. 80-20 that boy.
Oh, you want Boots to 80-20 Teo?
Yeah. That's what he deserved. He deserved nothing. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I really don't like Teal, bro. Like, I really do not like Teal, bro. Like, nah. But I can see where the matchup is a fight that people want to see. So for my love of boxing, I would want to see it. But that racist shit, like I don't want other Mexicans or Latino people to think that the way to get a payday is by calling us niggers, though. Like that's not cool, bro. So like that's gonna be their playbook from now on. If we reward him if we reward him and give him the Boots fight, then any Mexican that with a little bit of name is gonna be like nigger, and then so now somebody has to fight him because he said it like that.
That's another reason why I like this fight didn't happen, because
Huh?
this would have been a blueprint. I like that. So this fight didn't happen because this would have been a blueprint for all Latinos.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and we can't. I can't agree with that blueprint, bro. Like I can't.
The
No matter.
The WBO was about to strip him, and
Yeah, they was.
I don't like Negroes like or goofballs like HDL and Punch Drunk, because they're just running past the whole narrative. Oh, you guys are soft. It's just boxing. If you don't
It's
like
just
it,
like
fight him. Da 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 da. Like, but that's rewarding the behavior and pushing people to actually do what he's doing.
Southpaw
Because
doesn't call himself black though. Like
I'm
he's
not talking about
Latino.
Southpaw. Southpaw is a degenerate. Forget him. He's below every human being in human history. Forget him. He's beneath my foot. He's a horrible human being. Forget him. I'm not talking about
You don't
Southpaw.
like Southpaw, Nerd?
He's an idiot. He's a horrible idiot.
He's oh no!
Talking about Punch Drunk.
Hold on. Have you changed your opinion about Bud and Canelo since the last time I was on here?
Yeah.
Or do you still think that Canelo is going to beat Bud?
No. It's just Bud wins.
Oh, because you were emphatic. You were emphatic about.
Yeah. But like,
Nerd.
That's crazy. Hey,
Nerd
look,
with the
hey.
360.
Let me explain why. Hold on.
Hold on. Let's listen to what he got to say real quick.
Me and Amin watched Lara and Canelo, the beautiful fight. Beautiful fight. I scored it 7-5 for Canelo. 7-5 for Canelo. I'm not for Lara, sorry, for Lara. But it could have been either way. It was a beautiful, and the way he was cutting off the ring, running towards Lara, getting him in the corner, But the thing is, you could cut off the ring as much as you want. It really is up to the opposition to stay and fight in those exchanges and stay in that position for long enough. You could literally run around the ring, and people will say, "Oh, he did cut off the ring," but no, it takes two to tango. It takes two to agree to that exchange. You can cut off the ring all you want. It's not impossible when someone's literally running from you. So Ramirez, no, hold on. Ramirez was never going to cut off the ring against Haney. I don't know if anybody in history was going to be able to cut off the ring against Haney that night. He was refusing to stay in exchange for longer than 3 seconds.
I mean, like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I thought that was a terrible,
That's crazy.
a terrible fight.
Yeah, it's like
but it
Canelo
was
get
terrible
bored.
on both sides though, because I did see a lot of times where Canelo he has. I'm not gonna lie, since the first and second.
Hey.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Since the second Triple G fight, I'm right here. You can't hear me?
He fell asleep.
What?
Nerd, where you been, man?
You can't hear me?
Nerd, where you been, bro?
Bro.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What the fuck? I had to press my mute button and press it again. It's crazy.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Yeah. But I seen places where in that fight that the Canelo from Triple G 1 and 2 that he would have landed a lot more. So like I think Canelo slipped enough, and Crawford has enough skill to do it. Now you taking Canelo in his prime, his full prime. I wouldn't advise the fight, but like even in that scenario, he could still win like Mayweather did. Like he would have to fight like Postal the whole fight. But I think now he has an actual chance of like dropping Canelo though. Like, and it's crazy. Everybody think I'm crazy for saying this, but like,
bro, Haynes, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Bug counters is too sharp, and he's gonna hit Canelo with punches Canelo don't see.
Yeah, because he's not used to seeing people that fast. Like
he's fighting. Canelo's been fighting bigger guys. They're slow as shit.
Yeah, and you can see everything Canelo throws.
Like that with that type of hand speed, he's in trouble.
And I don't see how the fans are thinking that Canelo is gonna hit Crawford so much. Like you could, if people in his own weight class can telegraph the punch, somebody that's been having to watch way faster people at a lower weight class.
Lower weight classes.
Yeah, like you have to be much more physically responsible. I mean, defensively responsible in the lower weight divisions, because they have to be more skilled, because they don't have the power to just knock people out at one punch usually. So like it's a lot of it's going to be about speed and timing. I'm not saying Canelo's not a bum by any kind of means of the word. And if we say he's a bum, then why is Crawford fighting him for a legacy fight? So I'm not trying to discredit Crawford too much. Canelo too much, but I don't think that in the places both of them are in their career that Canelo could beat Bud right now.
Yes, sir.
Like when he knocked out Caleb Plant, that's even in the Caleb Plant fight he was losing. Like, bro, like anybody that can box and a move that can move a little bit gives him problems. So like Canelo moves way better than Plant. Has more precision. I can't think of any measure that Plant is better than Crawford on besides size. Can you say anything that Caleb Plant does that's better than Crawford?
Heck no.
So
If he
if we're
if he did anything better than Crawford, he'd be a pound for pound talent.
I agree with you 100% on
He'd be
that.
on that.
And so,
He'd be one of the top guys on that pound for pound list right now.
so the only way
Everybody will
Canelo,
talk about Caleb Plant, Alexander Usyk, and Inoue. They won't say Terrence Crawford and Inoue Usyk. They won't say that.
oh hell no, they ain't putting
Plant
man.
would be in that discussion if he did anything better than Bud.
Yeah, he does not. Yeah,
Clearly not
so
on those guys' level.
yeah, so in saying that, if Plant was outboxing him, all Crawford has to do is not get knocked out, like, and knowing Crawford's footwork, punch placement, man, I think it's gonna be a nasty night. I think Canelo gonna be bloody. If Crawford don't drop him or knock him out, he gonna be bloody, red, with look like he got kiss marks all over his face, just lumped up. Like, it might be worse than the Spence fight, bro. It's definitely gonna be worse as far as the fan base. They gonna be hurt.
Haynes,
Yeah.
the man is going for 3-time undisputed. You think he going in there to lose, bro?
I mean, that's not, bro. I don't even have it a 50-50 fight, bro. I'm 60-40 Crawford all day in this. Like, it's nowhere near a 50-50 fight.
And you know what's crazy about this fight? This is the fight that makes him fight his best because everybody's picking him to get knocked out by Canelo.
Crazy. I don't understand that logic, but
they don't know that this guy likes to get picked against. He don't want to go fight a guy where everybody says he's gonna beat. He likes to fight. Haynes.
Don't listen to you.
This is a guy that likes to have a chip on his shoulder where after he does what you told him he couldn't do, he'll come back to you and say, I told you.
Yeah, that's the same with Spence, bro. Everybody's talking about he's too big, he's too strong, this and that. And we had how many debates did we have on this platform?
Thousands,
right here,
bro.
Like telling them that Crawford was
the
going.
Crazy thing is, these people are quick to forget.
Yeah, bro, stop playing with that man's name, bro. And everybody keep talking about he gonna have ring rust and all that, bro. Like, he put the weight on properly, so it ain't like he ain't been sparring. So he might have a 30 seconds of ring rust or something, but I don't think that he gonna be in there not getting his shit off, bro. Like, I just don't see it. Like, it don't, because the problem is Canelo telegraphs everything. Like, you can see it coming from a mile away. Like, it's too easy to move. So, like, I need somebody to explain to me, because all I hear from people, they can't tell me how Canelo's gonna knock him out. They just say he is gonna knock him out.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? Bro, doesn't this tell us the same shit over and over again? We're back here again, Haynes. and Haynes, the crazy thing is, we've already dealt with this shit, so we know what to expect.
Bro, and it's crazy because, like, it was people, I ain't gonna say no names, but it was people that after the Crawford fight was like, yeah, I ain't gonna doubt him no more. If he beats Spence, I ain't gonna doubt him no more.
They go right back to it.
And then now they riding Canelo's nutsack. I'm talking about, bro, like, what is going on here?
Y'all didn't learn y'all lesson the first time?
But it was those same people that are saying Crawford's too small to go fight Canelo, but were praying that Spence went and fought him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, so if they believe Spence can beat him, and
what you think Crawford gonna do to him?
Like, bro, like, I know the triangle theory doesn't work, bro, but
I'm just saying though.
the triangle theory doesn't work in most cases, but
Right.
but this is like a clear correlation. Like bro.
Y'all was giving Spence a good chance to beat Nello.
That was on their
I
shit.
guess because they was banking on Spence's size. We know Spence get up to 190.
Bruh, Canelo gonna probably get up to 180, probably 184, somewhere around there. Crawford, I want Crawford to stay around 168, bro. I want him to be in
Yeah, I
there,
don't want him to
agile,
be.
moving around.
I don't want him to
Like,
be in the 70s.
yeah,
I want him
that's
to be around the same way he was for Madrimov.
that's a good Bud
That's
Crawford
a
right there.
perfect weight right there.
Yeah, and I don't know why anybody would judge the Madrimov fight for
A
this
fight,
fight. Like,
Haynes, a fight he didn't even have to get up for.
no. And the thing is, Madrimov purposely worked on a tactic
Yeah, to survive.
like that was gonna loosen the fight and just not get knocked out.
Get knocked out.
Like like that. Like
Bro,
there was no urgency. There was no risk taking, bro. Like he didn't plan to win that fight. I guess.
Just to confuse. He was in there just to confuse Bud enough so he don't get knocked out.
And he almost did get knocked out at the end, though. Bud was starting to get mad, like, bro.
The 12th round.
Yeah, like you better stop. I don't know why they keep I don't know why they said it was a bad fight. Like Crawford did everything he was supposed to do. Like I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. If somebody don't want to box, bro, like you, of course. They should really start taking points away for that shit though. Like if people don't engage for a long period of time and you run and you ain't throwing no punches, like I can see if you pivoting in away or you sidestepping or you getting out the corner but just running around, just running for no reason. Like you're not even you're not even in range to get hit and you still running. Like, bro, like what are you doing? Like that's not a boxing match, bro. Like, this is crazy. so I'm like, I don't get it. I truly am lost about how. No, you know what's cold though?
What?
If in the contract they get an extra uber super small ring, bro. Like I'm talking about like an 8x8. That's the only way Canelo can win this fight is if they get an 8x8 ring.
No, he's still not going to win because
I think that's the only way he could like have a chance.
Crawford's too strong. He can't manhandle Crawford in the clinches. Did you watch Canelo last fight?
Yeah, that was man.
Or did you watch Canelo versus Charlo?
Yeah.
For some reason, Canelo don't like to fight in the clinches no more. Or he probably I don't know. Maybe he never liked fighting the clinches. But when he was fighting Charlo, when Charlo would hold him, he didn't like it.
So
when
he
they
doesn't
got close, he'll wait for the ref to try to break it up.
So he don't like nobody to run, and then he don't want to fight on the inside. Like he got a lot of.
He wants to pick you apart from the outside.
Nah, that's not happening. But that's not. It's not happening, bro. Like he can go the easy route and do the Victor Post style fight, or he could just get down and dirty with him, like Spence. Like I could see him winning the fight in numerous ways. I only see one way of Canelo winning is by luckily getting that shot off, bro, and Crawford staying down. Because if he gets back up, it's over for Canelo. Like, because he's not gonna put himself in a position to get dropped again. So if you do get that punch off, bro, it better be lights out, bro. Because if it's not, bro, I ain't never seen Crawford get hurt and that knock nobody out. So like, I don't know. Like that might not be what you want to do. And he definitely can't box with Crawford. He's not going to. You want to technically box with Crawford? That's not a good idea either. So like, I don't know. nobody's giving me a game plan besides saying he gonna knock him out. Like, bro, like please explain to me. Nobody will explain it, and they just he's just small. He's just too small. Like that's not telling me anything, bro. Like, so when Roy Jones went up and fought Ruiz, he was too small and he won. Like, I don't. It doesn't, like, people gotta stop with the shenanigans, bro. Like the shenanigans for real, because just the way you seen Buzz when he weighed his scale thing, his last scale thing, it was like 186 or something like that. You think Buzz that heavy? 186 right now? Hello?
Yo, bro,
Yeah.
you can hear me?
Yeah. How much you think Crawford weigh right now? Because the scale said 186 or something like that.
No, that's when he's not even in the gym. That's when he's like just, after you box, right? Well, after you have a fight, you just
Yeah, I
let
know that.
yourself you let yourself go a little bit. You don't even want to go to the gym a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta rest. I mean, I get that. Like,
So you start celebrating your win. You pack the weight on a little bit. So that weight is legit, but that's not what he walks around at. I think he walks around 160, 170, close to 170.
so that mean
He's a
Camp
grown man,
is,
bro. Bro, we gotta understand these are grown men.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you know who Rod Wave is, right?
Who?
Rod Wave.
Yeah, Rod Wave, the big dude. Yeah,
He's 5'8", damn near 300 pounds. That
wicked.
you know that's Crawford height, right?
Yeah,
That man's 300 pounds. So
bruh.
if he's 5'8", 300 pounds, yeah, we look at him as being fat, right?
Yeah,
You heard me?
yeah. I'm
But
listening.
we look at him as being fat, but we gotta understand him being 5'8", 300 pounds. Um, then what is the natural weight for like a guy that's 5'8"? If we take if we take off 150 pounds from the 300 pounds, so Bud 150, but even 150 is still too small. So we're not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
take
kind of,
off
yeah.
a whole 150. So let's just take off
130.
130. Bud walks
Yeah,
around 170, bro.
yeah,
It
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. Trust me. For a guy that's
Yeah,
5'8", you're a grown man.
yeah. No, my twin brother is 5'9" and he weighs like 180, and like he's slender. He's still like he works out, so he's muscular, but like, yeah, he looks like about Bud size. He don't run like Bud does though, or nothing like that. So like, he wouldn't like, he has more water weight on him than Bud would have. So yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about though. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. So basically, when he go to camp, just him sparring is gonna get the 2 pounds off. So I mean, like, he ain't got to do no extra curricular things to to get the weight off. I just hope that he's comfortable at that weight, though. I hope he's comfortable boxing at that weight, because that's a lot. That is a lot of weight to put on, for boxing. Like if you're uh, used to walking around at one weight, but boxing at another. Like, I don't know if that's gonna help him or hurt him. It just depends on his mind frame, I guess. And we all know Bud is a cerebral assassin, so I don't think it's gonna hurt him at all. Y'all there?
I'm right here.
I'm right here, bro. I was just
Yo,
texting real quick.
here's the thing,
Hey,
guys.
yo, Nito El Loco at 7'5" says, I'm 5'8", 195, lean and muscular built.
Ooh.
You heard that, man? He 5'8",
I,
195.
I can see him being muscular, but like skinny. No, I can't. Nah, I mean, like it's all about body frames too, though. Like he might have long arms or
It really
something. Like
depends on how Bud looks at 168. We'll see. If he looks bad, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, bro. Canelo's feet are just God. This guy has 70 fights. Long
man,
days.
why everybody uses that to as a positive and negative? Like,
No, it's a negative. It's a super negative, bro. I see young Canelo. Young Canelo was one of my favorite fighters, bro. Canelo, when he fought Lara, I love that fight. Canelo did everything he was supposed to do. He
My
couldn't get in the
favorite
head.
fight was Canelo Kirkland.
That's an asterisk beside it because
The reason why I said,
Kirkland.
I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm going to tell you why it's my favorite fight, right? Canelo showed me a lot of heart in that fight.
He get hurt.
Kirkland was putting that shit on him, bro. If you go and watch the fight, just go watch it again, right? Kirkland was taking Canelo to that fire, that place he didn't want to go, but he bit down and he stayed in the pocket and he traded with Kirkland, knowing that he had superior counterpunching ability, that he was going to be able to catch Kirkland in between his punches.
Kirkland was a crack. He
No,
used to crack. He was a
yeah, that's what I'm
puncher.
saying. He caught Canelo with some shit, but Canelo bit down and stood his ground. And he knew he had better boxing skills and superior timing. And he believed in his boxing skills, and he stayed right there with Kirkland. He didn't get on his bicycle, and he timed him beautifully. And he rocked him a
But
couple times.
they
And then
still
that was
need
all
that
she
fight
wrote
to
from
this
there.
day, bro. They take out Canelo and put a ghost there. Oh, they just remove him altogether. You just see Kirkland getting beat up on the side. I was just like, you guys shouldn't have done that to my boy Kirkland. It was nasty.
so what?
And
So what happened?
there's a video going around for years now where they remove Canelo altogether. You just see Kirkland getting punches, getting hit with punches, and you just don't see no one there. It looks like a ghost when it's Canelo. So they removed him, and Kirkland's still getting punched on the side, on the ropes. You just see his body moving, like little craters being formed in his body, but it's punches from Canelo.
That's fucked up, bro. Who would do
So it
that?
makes it look like he was getting beat up by a ghost. And then they see the knockout shot, bro. It's nasty, bro.
That's fucking nasty work, bro.
It's nasty, bro.
Bro, who would do
But
that? Scandalous, bro.
there's some Mexican, I'm sure. They didn't like black people, so.
Bro, man. Oh.
But all I gotta
Hey,
say, guys, I'm gonna end it with this. Boots didn't duck Virgil because you know why he didn't duck these guys? It's because he didn't duck them because he's scared. I think he beats both of them. I think Virgil's a tougher fight, but I think he beats him similar to the way he beats Staniotis. I just think he goes to the fire a little bit more. Virgil's power isn't the same at 154. He's not really starching guys like that because these guys are bigger and they can take his shot. And his power is a little bit overrated.
right. I think that his harder fight would be him and the Towering Inferno, bro. Like that's a harder fight.
Moose will make it easier than you think. The
I mean,
Towering Inferno, when he's on the inside, he's there for overhead shots all day. His defense isn't
I
that
don't know
bad.
why he even fights on the inside. Like, why would you do that? Why you're fucking 100 feet tall, nigga? Like, why? I'd
You
have
can't.
everybody at the end of my jab, bro. Like,
Yeah, you should never box Fedor. Don't box him. Just go on the inside. Slip, counter, pivot, roll. Use boxing skills. That's how you beat Fedor. But
Yeah, like I don't see why Pandora allows people to come. Of course they're boxers. I mean, they're gonna get in at some point. But like to for as much as he actually stays in the phone booth, like why would you do that? If
he
you can
loves a
make the
fight,
fight
man.
easier for yourself, like why would you do that? Like
He loves a fight. That's his fault. He loves a fight. But here's another thing though. Here's another thing. He did dub Virgil or Tio. He made his plans clear. One thing I don't like, but I respect about him. He just does what he wants to do. He doesn't care. He lets us know what he wants to do. And that's unify the titles. If I'm not unifying, I'm moving up. So I expect some news about him going to 154 because Brian Norbert has no interest in fighting him.
well, oh, bruh. Oh, I disagree with that 100%, bruh. 100%, bro. Because I've never heard Boots call out Norman one time, but I've
Well,
heard Norman call him out plenty of
he
times.
said he wants the belt, so that's automatically calling out Brian Norbert.
No, it's not, bro. Come on, we both know what I'm talking about, bro. Come on, like that. You can't use generic shit. That's so generic, bro. Like if
I want the
Crawford got
titles.
in the
Does
ring,
Brian Norbert have a title?
who?
Does Brian Norbert have a title?
Yeah.
So obviously he wants it. Why does he have to call up my name?
Okay, so if Crawford would have gotten the ring after he won the WBO title and didn't name off the names, you would have the same respect for him just saying belts.
Yeah. What does it matter?
It matters because, like, okay, so if Brian Norman, okay, so there's a Brian Norman has a fight coming up, right?
Earl Spence said he was never gonna go to a Terrence Crawford fight. What happened? He ended up going because he wanted Porter to win so he could unify with Porter. He didn't want to fight Bud. He never wanted to fight Bud.
He don't want what?
It's just words, bro. Like at the end of
No,
the day, you have to get it that right.
but
And
I don't. But
stylistically,
you think Brian
Tio,
Norman doesn't want to fight him? That's you really think Brian Norman doesn't want to fight him?
his dad doesn't want that fight. Brian Norman wants that fight. His dad saw what happened in sparring. He knows. Everybody
Bro,
knows.
I see, like
Everybody in Philly knows. It's a
I
mismatch.
don't.
You know why it's a mismatch?
Why?
He's not fast enough. He's stiff. He's very
That's
stiff.
not. I'm
Norman's
not.
stiff.
I'm not saying that I haven't really made an analysis on who I think would win. I look at their styles and I see a fight. That's a fight I want to see. Like if we want to get down to details about who I think would win, it depends on how Boots goes in there because Boots takes time off in rounds. Like
No, he
he
doesn't.
does. Bro, what?
No, he does not. What are you talking about?
You said Boots don't takes time off in rounds?
No, he does not. What are you watching? He's active the entire fight, the entire round, every
But
No,
round.
nerd. Come on, man. You giving a man
you don't
too much
understand what I'm
credit.
saying about what you don't
Nerd,
understand what I'm saying
nerd.
about that
So
or
Is
this is the
let me
Bud
say this. Y'all
positive
can hear
no
me?
leave channel. You can't be positive
You
about
guys
any
can
other
hear me?
fighter besides Bud.
Hey, yo, Haynes.
yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Nerd,
Voice
come
of
on,
Bud.
bro. Haynes is making a great point. Boots
Yeah,
does take
of
some
course.
rounds off, bro.
Shitting on Boots. Yeah, of course. This is a great
No,
point, bro.
nerd,
I'm
come
not
on,
putting
This is
no
why
man.
I
You
don't
boots
gotta
come
on,
to your
be
channel,
real.
bro. You just
Let
be
me tell
hating.
you what he does.
bro.
Let me
I'm
let me
making
tell
my
you what he
analysis of the
does,
fight.
though. Can y'all let me say what he does? All right. So when he's in there with a guy, he knows he's the superior fighter, right? This how he takes rounds off. He start playing with his food.
Yeah,
And
that's what I mean. Like, bro, like
once he
that's
start playing with his food, he gets caught. He start losing. Because he's not gonna
He
do that
starts
against
losing.
everybody. Like against what's his name? David Evanesian. He tried to show off like he was against uh what's the guy? Roman Villa. Remember him? He
yeah,
could do that
remotely.
against a guy like Roman Villa because he's just straightforward. He don't have skills. He don't have boxing skills like what's the guy I just named?
Tabanesian.
Avanesian has superior boxing skills than Ramon Villa, but Ramon
So
Villa's
if
style.
Avenisia and Robe Villa were ever to fight, who you
Uh,
have in that fight?
bro, I'm
Tabanesian.
talking about boxing skills. I'm not saying who's gonna win. Okay,
I think Tabanesian will
let's
win
just
though.
stay on.
Bro, you
Let's
have
just
to
stay on.
if you're able to beat Rashidi Ellis, you have to have some form of boxing skills.
No, he just got a crazy
Yeah.
amount of pressure. He just got a crazy amount
To
of
be able to
pressure
cut off the ring,
nonstop.
isn't that boxing skill?
That's not boxing skills, bro. What the fuck? That's straight up and down, no special effects.
To be
What
able to
the
cut off a ring?
man? That man is just in your face all day. You got
So do you know the difference between following and cutting off a ring?
He got the pitbull cruise effect, bro. Like it's
Hold
the
on, I
same
gotta send a
fighting.
text real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
This guy
No,
doesn't want to answer my question. Of course he
no,
doesn't want to answer my
I
question.
wasn't trying to hate on Boots. I was about to say
Bro,
good and bad about both
he doesn't
fighters.
take rounds off, bro.
No, I didn't say he takes rounds off. I said in the middle of rounds he takes time off. Like he'll have a good sustained time during the flow of the round, and then it's like I don't know what happens. Maybe he gets bored. I don't know, and it's like he loses focus for a minute, and then he goes back to work. That's what I mean. I didn't say he takes rounds off. I said he takes time off in rounds.
Because
That's
he's
totally
looking at
different.
what his opposition is trying to do. He tries to counter, bro.
I mean, like if that's how you see it, that's how you see it. That I see it as him trying not to gas out, because that's the only reason why I can see why he would do that, because you don't get paid for overtime in boxing. So the best thing to do is get the fight over as quick as possible. So I don't see why he would do some of the things he does, unless he's trying to either win for the fight, or because it's not for entertainment value.
Hey, read this comment by Al Corpo Boxing. He said Canelo's gonna be walked out by Earl Spence and Crawford walked out by Wilder. What the hell?
What the hell?
Yo, what is this guy talking about? This is
Bro,
funny.
this dude is weird, bro.
He
What?
said this dude's weird. That's some wild shit to say. I ain't gonna lie.
like what was the point? I mean,
Yeah, bro, that was so
two retired
random,
fighters. They hit with two retired fighters, bro. Like, because Spence is basically retired, and no, Wilder came back. Never mind.
That was wild.
Bro, you need to
But nerd.
understand
Can you seriously, nerd?
Boots is the greatest of all time. Stop the
Okay, buddy,
disrespect.
you said that already. But he refused to prove it though. But nerd, can you just be honest with us though? We watching Boots for all of his fights, man. You can honestly say he don't take some rounds off, bro.
No, he doesn't take rounds off.
Come on, nerd. Come on, you're not being completely honest, bro.
You're never completely honest. Shut up.
All right, but you gotta be honest too, though.
Why should I be honest with you when you're always lying?
Lying about what? Yo, hey, you hear this shit?
Bro, you're a complete troll.
You
You're the trollest thing I ever met in my life, bro.
Like, hey, you supposed to be on my side, bro. What's up with you? Yo, hey,
hell no,
like
bro.
That, hey, I ain't like that.
Hey, bro, you crazy, bro.
This man gonna say I'm a complete troll. You shut up.
If Tio and Boots were to fight, it'd be like a 70-30, 80-20 kind of fight.
Like the fight wise or the money?
Who cares about the money?
Both.
The fight. I don't care about the money.
Both.
So y'all think Boots is gonna knock out Teo?
Teo has no chance. He's too small, bro. He came into the ring against Barboza at 146 pounds. He can't rehydrate.
I think Stanley Illness beats Teo, bro.
Who gets Stanley Illness, bro?
I disagree, guys. Let me tell you how Boots versus
listen.
Let me tell you how Boots versus Ennis is gonna go. I think it's gonna be
Boots versus
similar to.
Ennis. He's fighting himself.
Yeah, he's fighting himself today.
Oh shit! What the hell? Boots versus Teo. Um, I think it's gonna be similar to Earl versus Mikey.
No, it's gonna be worse, bro. It's gonna
Nah.
be
Earl
worse.
versus Mikey. That's the closest I can
It's
see.
not
Other than
going to
that,
decision.
Bro,
you said
that's not
what,
no
bro?
What?
It's not going to decision.
I don't see him getting. I don't see Teo getting stopped.
Bro, he's too small, bro.
I know he's small, but I don't
I,
see
I
Boots
don't I
closing the
don't like
show.
why do y'all why do we always do this the size comparison? They both got to weigh in at 147, bro. Like so,
It
like
doesn't matter. It's about the rehydration. Boost is gonna get in there at like 165. Teal's gonna be there like 150, 152.
so basically, you're
He's giving
saying
up 14
Butch,
pounds. Not only that, Teal has not been able to punch at 140. You think he's gonna
yeah,
move up 7 pounds? Hold on. He's gonna move up
you,
7 pounds and get punching power?
I agree with you the whole time that I think that Boots is gonna knock him out, but I just don't like the weight thing. That the reason why he's gonna get
That
knocked him out, bro.
matters. A good big man beats a good little man. They're both
Bro,
good.
well, then Crawford can't beat Canelo. Then that's what you're saying.
A great little man beats a good big man. He's only good
Crawford's
now. He's not
great.
great anymore. Canelo's not great
So
anymore. He's good.
Canelo's good. Crawford's great, but Boots,
In their
Boots
current,
and
in their current,
Teo,
in their
Boots and
current.
Teo. The thing, I'm not. Yo, Haynes, I'm not the biggest Boots fan, but I
You're
think
not a Boots fan at all.
Boots has a little bit more skills than Teo. I ain't gonna lie.
A little bit.
Well, more.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Fix yourself.
So he's not just bigger; he has more skills than him. So
yeah, no, bro, I agree with every word of that. I just
He
don't
has more intangibles.
the
He does
weight thing.
more.
I just don't agree with, bro. I just
But
because
size
they
matters,
both
bro.
had. I
in
want
this
I
fight,
want
Boots versus Teo, it is gonna come down to the size because not only is Boots a lot better, he's a lot bigger. So Teo will have to do some shit we never seen before.
yeah yeah
We've already seen everything he has, so it's just not gonna
yeah
happen, bro. I don't
yeah
care about. I don't.
and
Let me just break down this narrative of he steps up when when the lights are brightest. Loma got injured in the second round. He had no shoulder. Josh Taylor was in at 140 way too long. He lost to Josh Catterall the first fight before he fought Tio. So he already had a loss on his record. Already lost all the belts. Secondly, he was weight trained. So his biggest two fights come with an asterisk. That's just what it is.
oh man, yeah. T.O. I never really liked T.O. to begin with,
Yo,
but so
yo,
like
yo,
I'll never advocate for
boxing
T.O.
nerd,
So
boxing nerd actually just made a good point though, because after what happened with Josh Taylor recently, this shit is looking bad for Teo a little bit.
yeah, it's not
His
aging
resume
well.
aged like milk, bro.
Yeah,
I was literally
that's
about
not
to say
aging
that
well at
his
all.
wins are not aging too well.
Yeah,
Especially
that's
The
when
only
we
terrible.
heard
guy,
about what happened to them during those wins and what was going on. Man, Josh Taylor should have been. He should have moved to 147 after that Ramirez fight. He should have moved right up.
yo, who are these guys in this comment? Look at what these dudes are saying. Look at this guy Schuler Jameson. Look at the bullshit he's saying.
Block him, bro.
He says
What do you say?
Taylor Swift in a. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? We talking about boxing. You saying bullshit?
Bruh, don't get blocked, weirdo. What are you doing?
No. He did it 4 times. Get him blocked.
Like, what's going on here? Why would you say some shit like that in the comments?
Like,
And then the what's the other fight? Virgil Ortiz and what's this? Let me break that down to you guys. Beautiful fight. The boxer puncher versus the pressure fighter. Beautiful fight. I noticed Virgil Ortiz has some nuances about him as well. He pulled the guard against Badgermouth. Badgermouth pulled it back up as fast as possible because he thought he was going for over a hook, a right hook, but he ended up going to the body instead. So he pulled it down, acted like he was going to go to the head, but he ended up going to the body as Badgermouth pulled his head back up. Little nuances on the inside that Virgil Ortiz, his pull game, his probes and guard manipulation is improving. Virgil looks great. He's been looking really good. But he's going against Boots. Boots is not Badgermouth. Boots is not Sergei Bokachuk. Boots is a generational talent. An
We don't even
offense.
know if his power gonna carry the 154 though.
Bro, he's
We
gonna
never
have
seen
more
him
power.
fight there.
He's gonna have more power at 154, bro.
I mean, how many times have people said that and it didn't happen though? Like we
It's
can
gonna
say
happen.
that. We
Bro,
don't know.
Boots walks around at like 190 pounds, bro. It's definitely gonna happen.
So basically, you're saying he's just a big ass weight bully.
Bro, they all do it. They all do it.
Nah, that's extreme, bro. Like he has to lose literally 50 pounds, nigga. Like that's crazy.
Nerd. That video you sent me of freaking Benavidez is crazy, bro. The man said he has to cut 27 pounds before he even starts camp. Then he cuts another 20. Then he cuts 10. That's 57 pounds.
Bro, I'm telling you, but
57 Haynes. 57
he
pounds,
is
bro.
the biggest weight bully in the sport, bro. He's a heavyweight fighting at super middleweight, bro. It's ridiculous.
Haynes.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous, bro. Like
that's just not fair at that
57 pounds, bro.
Bro, that's why. I mean, but you can see why he does that though. He when he moved up to 175, he didn't have no more power, bro. Like all his power, huh?
Yeah, he stayed at 168 way too long, and he really doesn't really have power like that, anyways. To begin with, he's a value puncher. That's how he gets guys out. He's a value puncher, and that's why I think he's going to take his first loss at either 175 or cruiserweight, because somebody's going to be able to take that punch. And he can't fight off the back foot. What happens when he gets punched? David Burrow rocked him twice in their fight.
I think versus Plant, he showed he could fight off the back foot, bro.
What?
Versus Plant?
No, he did not.
Bro,
his feet are probably the worst thing about his game. I'll admit.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say fight off the back foot, but he proved that he can box more than just
he didn't
just with everybody
in that platform. Huh? I'm not sure. I need to go watch that back because I don't know what you watched. I'm not sure,
bro. Because Plant went in there with a game plan, right? And he was taxing Benavidez the first 3 rounds, taxing him, huh?
He was using it all up into the 5th round, but I feel like that was David's strategy. Take him to the 5th round, start opening up at the 6th, try to get him out in the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And he failed because Plant was holding like a mofo.
Oh man, if that was his plan, I mean, if that was his plan, it was a good plan, I guess. But I don't think that Benavidez should be fighting that he's not gonna be undisputed at 175. Like it's not gonna happen, bro.
He doesn't beat Beterbiev or Bivol, bro. Those guys will
no, hell no, bro. Bivol, maybe Beterbiev though, because that's a blueprint they're beating him now. So maybe Beterbiev, but Bivol, he definitely ain't beating Bivol.
What about Benavidez's game makes you think he can beat Beterbiev? What about David Benavidez's game makes you think he can mimic Bivol's style to beat Beterbiev the same way? Because he's not staying in the pocket with Beterbiev.
No. Okay, so the reason why I say that is because time is the killer of everything. Beterbiev's getting old. I'm not saying that I think that he could beat him. Like 2 years ago, right? I wouldn't even consider that being an option. But since he's getting older, time's gonna have to take effect at some point. Age is gonna have to take effect at some point. So like that's why I said I give him a chance against Better BF. But Ball's fighting style, it lasts longer. It has more longevity in boxing. The way he boxes. So like that's why I see Bivol being a way harder fight than Better BF. Like, because it's just Better BF's hella old. That nigga's like 105 years old, bro.
He doesn't need much to beat Benavidez, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah. Y'all hear the Gypsy King? I think he said he ain't got nothing to come back for. Wow. Oh my God. Oh. So I gotta get off of here with y'all, man. I enjoyed talking with y'all, man.
Yeah, I'm going.
When you coming back on, man?
Thanks. Salute, man. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back every day now.
Okay. I'm sliding through.
I'm gonna try to do 1 or 2 lives a day.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom. All praises to the Most
All
High.
praises. Yes, sir. All praises.
Nerd. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow, my guy.
All right.
Tell your boy Boost to stop ducking tail.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's ducking. He's scared of tail, bro.
Do I need to explain this to you in 5 seconds?
Explain it. Why is he a duck?
Boots is not a duck. I'll
Gotta
explain
be.
why.
Just because you feel like he can beat these guys, we want to still see it though.
I would love to see it too. As much
All
as
right,
I don't,
then why is he not trying to
as
give us
much as
these
I don't
fights?
think Teal deserves an opportunity because he's a racist, full blown racist.
Right.
He called to Crawford the Edward.
He definitely did.
Twice.
I know
You
he
don't
did.
deserve an opportunity after
You
that.
know what's crazy? Bro, he tried to say he said liquor. Like that's so
Bro,
weird.
we heard that. We heard what you said.
We heard what you said, bro. What the hell? Liquor? Are you serious?
Struck a nerve,
He's
bro.
trying to, bro. He literally calling us stupid.
You know why he stopped?
You said what?
You know why he stopped?
Why he stopped? What?
Being racist?
Why he stopped?
WBO got involved, said they were going to strip him if he continued. They literally had a conference.
Wow.
Conference call with him. I told him, you continue, we will strip you.
It gotta take the belt organization for him, because he keep lying saying he does that for promotion. That's the bad way to promote a fight. The worst way.
But everybody's eating it up, talking about him, giving him an opportunity. But Boots is saying, I'm going with my plan. This is my career. I want to do what I want for my legacy. If Teal really wanted to fight, like he said he wants to fight, he should have fought Brian Dorbert in 2024. Or 2020. Yeah, 2024. End of 2024. That's what he should have done. You know that, right?
Yeah. Wasn't they negotiating a fight?
Yep. And it was supposed to be on a Thursday or Friday. Teal backed out.
Wow, that's wild.
But it's not getting any form of. Nobody talked about it really. It was like hush hush. But Boots, everybody has to talk about it. Everybody has to.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Boots has attached his name to the big names. So now everybody has to talk about it.
Of course. It's not like everybody's picking Teal to win. Like Teal doesn't stand a chance.
No, I don't see Teal. I'm not the biggest Boots fan, but I don't see him being Boots.
Why do you have to say that before every time you make a prediction?
Cause I gotta be clear, bro. What you mean?
Like y'all Terrence Crawford fans hate Boots so much, but Boots and Terrence are cool.
You
Boots just
said he's
wanted to
white?
fight. Boots and Terrence are cool. Like they don't even hate each other.
No, they don't. They don't hate, bro. You saying we hate the man? We don't hate the man. We just don't. Come on, bro. It's a difference from hate and not liking some of the moves he's making. That's all.
I'm sure a lot of people didn't like some of the moves Terrence Crawford was making, like re-signing with Terrence Top Rank in 2020. What are you doing that for?
Uh, he gets a pass for everything he did.
All right. So Boots gets pass for everything he does.
No, you don't. Don't do that.
I can do that because you just did it.
No. What do you mean, bro? Come on, you gotta hold that man accountable.
Well, you can't hold one accountable.
Why would I do that? How you sound?
So if Canelo were to beat Crawford, would you delete your account?
No.
If
I'll
he
give
knocks him out, if he knocks him out,
Nerd. I'm not that type of person. I'll give Canelo his credit.
if he knocks him out,
If he knocks him out, I'm gonna be devastated. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't see it happening.
so if he knocks him out, you never come back on YouTube.
Why not? I love YouTube. I love boxing. It's boxing. Shit happens.
I understand.
Just gotta say Canelo was the better man. Move
Well, I'm Team Crawford on this fight.
on. Huh?
Yeah, Canelo just doesn't have the legs, bro.
He really don't, bro.
It's really bad. It's sad to say because Canelo was one of my favorites. It's just sad. It's sad. After the Bivol fight, that broke him. He just
Yeah.
all form of competition just left him.
The hunger isn't there, even though he's trying to force it, but it's not. You can
Yeah,
clearly tell. He's not motivated like he once was.
silk pajamas,
He's
bro.
made too much money, bro. Too much money.
Too much money. He's gonna be a billionaire soon, eh?
You see what I'm saying? He wakes up in silk sheets. It's hard to get up.
It
Waking
really
up
is.
in that.
For like your 71st fight, too. Well, yeah,
See,
64
that'll take,
wins.
bro. That's why
29
that's why he has bad knees, right?
What?
Because he got too many fights.
Yeah,
He
that's
got
like
bad
what,
knees.
70 plus training camps.
That's a lot. That's too much work on the body
Yeah, your knees are done,
for
bro.
20 some years, bro. Since he was 15 years old,
15 years old. He's been pro.
been pro, bro.
He's
That's
been
around the
pro
same
for
age Devin Haney
28
turned
to
pro too,
29
though.
years. He's been pro for 29 years.
Wow.
Wait, no, not 29. 19, 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years, bro. Can you imagine? Fighting for almost 20 years.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's up there with the Mayweathers.
Mayweather's body was breaking down for like his 30-something fight. His body was
Yeah.
getting up.
He was
But
losing his reflexes. You could clearly tell. He wasn't the best versus Pacquiao.
not all. I don't even want to see that fight. I never watched it.
You ain't like it?
I would rather watch the McGregor versus Mayweather fight than that BS.
The McGregor John?
The McGregor was it was alright. It was pretty good.
Yo,
Carter
McGregor
impressed me in the second round with the
McGregor
uppercut.
caught Mayweather with a nice uppercut,
I
almost took
wasn't
his
ready
head
for
off.
that. I didn't think he had that.
Yeah, that surprised the shit out of me, bro.
He gained everybody respect for with that punch for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because he lifted Mayweather off the ground, bro.
Oh, he definitely did with that uppercut. And the fact that Mayweather took it shows that Mayweather has one of the best chins in boxing.
Yeah.
Cause he took some good shots. But that Shane Mosley fight was crazy.
Bro, that was even the Chop Corley fight.
Yeah. But bro, I'm about to go to sleep though. I'm gonna holler at you, all right?
Me too. I'll talk to you.
All right, bro. Be safe.
Yeah, you too.